I had wondered how Paw Patrol pups would look in the Bluey style one day, so I drew all of the main 6 pups in the style Bluey myself, and then had my subscribers rate them. The first pup was Sky. She was the first pup I've drawn in a Bluey style, so she was a bit rough. Bluey characters have many straight lines, which had been a little hard to perfect at first, but I did enjoy adding her colors and such because she has one of the most unique designs out of all the pups. Now here is the final result, our cockpoo pilot in the Bluey style. Personally, I would rate her a 5.6 out of 10. Next up is Chase. He was definitely an interesting one to draw. I had used a self-made template for him, which I customized by adding his ears and making his legs and feet a little bit stockier. I had wanted to make it look like he was cheering or celebrating with his arms in the air. It was a little troublesome, but once I got reference, I got his arms how I wanted them. Adding his face design was a little tricky because Bluey characters don't have necks, which perhaps was needed here. But despite that, here is the end product, which I hope you all like, our police pup in the Bluey style. I had also made an alternative version with his eyes closed. Personally, I'd rate Chase a 6.5 of 10. Now we have Zuma. He was a really fun one for me. Here he is standing there with his tail wagging and a big grin on his face. I had also drawn on his hat from Sea Patrol just to give him a bit more personality and recognizability. And here's the finished picture. Our water rescue pup. It may just be the hat, but I'd give the windsurfing champ an 8 out of 10. Only thing I do differently is proportion the face a bit better. The next pup is Rocky. Out of all the pups, he definitely has the most unique design with one ear folded, the other was a bit taken out, and the fur on his cheeks. And don't forget the spot around his eye. Speaking of eyes, a detail that I found really sells the Bluey style are the eyes. Because of that and me trying hard to ace the straight lines, I find the Bluey style really shone true on this one. This is one of my best ones in my opinion, and I'd rate it a 9 out of 10. By the way, Zuma thinks you liking the video and subscribing would be totally awesome if you've enjoyed it so far. Here we have Marshall. He's definitely a fan favorite around these parts, so there was a little pressure. Something interesting about Dalmatians in the Blueyverse is their bodies. You may have noticed Marshall's is different from the previous pups because Bluey Dalmatians have a body that's a thinner rectangle with a circle head. I think Marshall is my best Paw Patrol pup of this video. I'd grant our fire pup a full 10 of 10. For the last pup before my subscribers' ratings, it's Rebel. Like Marshall, he has a different body shape, being a square versus the usual rectangle. Rebel is pretty much just instant as they both are short little bulldogs. While I've talked about many of the pups' fur designs throughout this video, I think Rebel's came out the best. I drew him with a hot dog because we all know Rebel has an immense love for food. And here's the completed drawing of our resident construction pup. My personal rating for him is a 7 out of 10. Now it's time for my subscribers' ratings. I'll be going from 6th place to 1st place. So in 6th place is Zuma, receiving 57.5 out of a score up to a possible 100. What I think is, while it's a decent art piece, the Bluey style didn't shine through here as much as others. In 5th place it's Rebel with a 59 out of 100, beating Zuma by 1.5 points. Then for 4th, it's Sky, scoring 62 out of 100, which had kinda surprised me as she was the worst in my opinion. Now for the final 3. 3rd place goes to Rocky with a nice 67. 2nd goes to Chase, who scored 73, which had honestly surprised me like with Sky. And in 1st place is Marshall. He scored an 84.5, only 15.5 off of the full 100. I believe he deserved the top prize. Oh, and none of my personal scores were used in these results. It was 100% my viewers' feedback. Quick shoutouts to Wild Child and Fade Everlasting on DeviantArt for inspiring me. That's all for this video, but please do check out this video here if you enjoyed this one. And as always, I'll see you next time.